Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into Hyperfocus by Chris Bailey, a guide to mastering your attention to increase productivity and spark creativity. Bailey, a renowned productivity consultant hailing from Ontario, Canada, with a portfolio that includes contributions to the New York Times, the National Post, and Harvard Business Review, explores the art of balancing focused work with creative thinking to become a more effective version of yourself. Hyperfocus presents a concise and practical approach to honing your concentration skills, aimed at helping you work smarter and think more inventively. With insights derived from the latest research and tailored techniques, Bailey's book is a roadmap to breaking free from the shackles of distraction and tapping into your unexplored potential. The book is an essential read for ambitious individuals looking to elevate their efficiency, for procrastinators seeking to regain control of their wavering attention, and for creatives on the quest for transformative ideas. Join us as we unpack Chris Bailey's strategies for converting fleeting focus into lasting achievements in a world teeming with interruptions. Hyperfocus: How to Work Less to Achieve More. Introduction. Tune in to regain your attention superpowers. Picture this. You're sunk deep into your favorite armchair, lost in a book without a single interruption. No pings, no buzzes, no wandering thoughts. Remember the sheer bliss of being so absorbed in a task that time ceases to exist. This might seem like a distant memory in today's digital maelstrom, where the relentless ping of notifications often hijacks our attention span. Yet, it's possible to reclaim that focused state and supercharge your productivity while you're at it. Imagine learning to wield your attention like a master archer, hitting the bullseye every time. This is not just about working smarter. This is about unlocking a level of concentration that can amplify your creativity and insight. Through this journey, you'll discover how setting an alarm can be your secret weapon for laser-like focus, the surprising ways daydreaming can morph into a strategic advantage, and the intriguing concept of scatter focus, your brain's very own scatterplot of creativity. So sit back and prepare to harness the power of your attention in ways you never imagined possible. Part 1. Mastering the Art of Deep, Meaningful Work. Recall the last time everything clicked into place at work. Your thoughts flowed effortlessly. Tasks were completed with finesse, and distractions seemed as distant as the stars. You were in the zone, experiencing that rare, fiercely productive state we all crave. But why does this state, where tasks transition from burdensome to magnetic, appear so sporadically? What if you could dissect those golden days to find out what ignites your productivity engine, allowing you to replicate that high-performance state whenever you wish? This is the promise of hyperfocus, turning profound concentration from a fleeting visitor into a loyal friend. The central lesson is, master the practice of indulging in hyperfocus frequently. Hyperfocus isn't some mythical beast only seen on the most fortuitous of days. It's a trainable skill. The cornerstone of this practice is single tasking. This means choosing one task, pouring your attention into it, and resisting the siren call of multitasking. You concentrate with intention, keeping your focus honed on your chosen task until it's completed to your satisfaction. Distractions are the nemesis of focus, and when in hyperfocus, you actively shun them. It's not that the urge to scroll through Instagram disappears entirely, but rather that your mind is better equipped to return to the task without missing a beat. The method to attain hyperfocus can be distilled into 4 clear steps. Firstly, set your sights on a meaningful, singular goal. Secondly, cast aside distractions, including the internal ones that tempt you away from your work. Thirdly, channel your attention toward your chosen work, diligently and with purpose. Lastly, gently guide your thoughts back to your task whenever they stray. If the concept of hyperfocus feels daunting, fear not. As we delve further, you'll encounter a variety of strategies and insights designed to ease your transition into this state of heightened focus and productivity. Part 2. Unlock the true potential of your attention through self-awareness and purpose. Every day, you embark on a journey through a world where your attention is the most coveted resource. Whether it's the intricate details in your work or the delicate nuances of a conversation, your best performances are born from a place of keen focus. But attention is not infinite. It's a precious commodity that you must manage with intention and care. Despite our incredible capacity to absorb information, the sobering truth is that our attention can handle only a fraction of the stimuli around us. Imagine 11 million bits of information every second, and we can consciously process just 40 of those. And when it comes to what you can juggle in short-term memory, 7 items are your limit. This bottleneck is precisely why it's paramount to wield your attention effectively. Here's the essential insight. Heightened self-awareness and deliberate focus are central to optimizing your attention. Conceive your attention as a spotlight of limited breadth, one that can be laden with distractions or keenly fixed on what truly matters. When inundated with a barrage of information, it's vital to determine what you allow into this tight beam of focus. Take a scenario where you're in an important meeting. Rather than succumbing to thoughts of your next meal, you want the spotlight of your attention on the speaker. But autopilot can hijack your focus, letting irrelevant thoughts fill your mind. That's where the superpower of meta-awareness comes in, the art of catching yourself when your thoughts wander, stepping outside your mental narrative and evaluating the content of your attention. Once you've grasped this self-awareness, pair it with a clear intention, a predefined aim for where your focus should reside, be it on a critical discussion, the completion of a report, or simply immersing in a book. Having a lucid target for your attention is crucial. And so, meta-awareness and intentions gracefully dance together. Meta-awareness invites you to monitor your attention, while intentions provide a compass pointing to where your attention should return. Try this. Set an hourly alarm as a prompt to reflect on what's occupying your attention. Ask yourself if it aligns with your purpose. With practice, these sharp moments of introspection can evolve into instinct, guiding you toward a world where hyperfocus is not an anomaly, but a regular state of being. Part 3. Clear the stage for hyperfocus by eliminating environmental distractions. Envision the stage set for exceptional productivity. Your workspace, a sanctum of quiet concentration, ready to welcome the deep focus necessary for hyperfocus. Then, like a pebble creating ripples in a tranquil pond, a notification from your phone shatters the calm. Distractions are the bane of deep focus, and truth be told, they're hyperfocus's greatest adversary. While some distractions are beyond your control, surrendering to their persistent lure can lead to a pattern of perpetual interruption. The guiding principle is straightforward. Forge a path to hyperfocus by purging distractions from your surroundings. Begin by taking stock of your environment, assessing both the physical and digital realms for elements that entice you away from work. That colorful app icon on your screen or your phone laid out within arm's reach, each serves as a siren call drawing you away from your focus. When you set out to identify these threats to your concentration, remember that your environment extends beyond the immediate physical space. Digital clutter, like tempting social media bookmarks or a constant stream of email notifications, can be just as disruptive. For those who cannot vanish from the grid, moderation is key. Switching your phone to airplane mode isn't about being unreachable. It's about reclaiming your attention in intervals. Set specific times when you'll reconnect, opening a window to the world without the risk of an unwelcome draft. Email checks can fall under a similar regimented approach. Rather than leaving your inbox open to beckon you every few minutes, establish a schedule for email reviews. Whether it's every hour or every two, by dictating the terms of engagement, you own your attention rather than renting it out. And what of the flurry of ideas and stray thoughts that drift through your mind unbidden? Treat these ephemeral visitors as guests, acknowledging them perhaps, then guiding them politely to the exit by noting them down. Transferring thoughts to paper releases them from your mental grasp, returning your mind to a blank canvas ready to be filled with purposeful work. In stripping away these extraneous stimuli, you carve out a space where hyperfocus can flourish and your attentional capacity can be fully and meaningfully utilized. Part 4. Let your mind roam free with scatter focus to unlock creativity. Hyperfocus can be your superpower in an age of endless digital noise, guiding you deftly through complex projects and to-do lists. However, this pinnacle of intense concentration isn't the only mental state you should nurture. As night follows day, so should periods of rest and creative play follow bouts of intense productivity. And within this realm of inventive thinking, scatter focus takes the stage. Here's the distilled wisdom. Embrace scatter focus to bolster your planning skills and unleash your creativity. It might seem counterintuitive, welcoming daydreaming to the table when you've been taught to shun it, like an unwelcome guest. But here's the surprise. Daydreaming shares its DNA with scatter focus. It's through this seemingly idle meandering of the mind that some of the most fertile ground for future planning and idea generation is found. Unlike hyperfocus, which is anchored in the present moment, scatter focus casts its gaze forward, often pondering what the future holds. Studies show that as you let your mind wander, nearly half the time it's painting pictures of what's yet to come. This forward-looking tendency is dubbed the prospective bias and is a cornerstone reason why scatter focus is such an ace in the hole when it's time to strategize. To navigate scatter focus, break it down into its core elements. First, there's capture mode, akin to laying out your mental jigsaw pieces to see what you're working with. This may seem unremarkable, yet regularly jotting down the ramblings of your mind clears the decks and primes your cognitive ship for a voyage of discovery. Next in line is problem-crunching mode, a more targeted form of pondering. Imagine holding a dilemma like a prism, turning it this way and that, letting different facets of thought reflect and refract until new insights sparkle through. Lastly, we have habitual mode, a state that's likely an old friend. This is your mind simmering on low as you engage in routine, nearly automatic tasks. Whether it's the rhythmic dance of dishwashing or the steady beat of a morning jog, these moments are the doorway to a special kind of pondering that's as valuable as the richest, hyper-focused session. In the symphony of your cognitive processes, hyperfocus is the rousing crescendo, while scatterfocus is the thoughtful adagio. Both play essential parts in the magnum opus that is your mental capacity. Understanding how to transition between and utilize each will compose a life of creative, productive harmony. Part 5. Stitching together innovation with the scattered threads of scatterfocus. As dusk settles and you lie in the embrace of your bed, or as you sit in meditative repose, you've likely noticed the chaotic ballet of thoughts that pirouette through your mind. Random snippets of conversations, pieces of songs, fragments of memories, they appear unbidden, a collage of disconnected mental confetti. It's tempting to dismiss this cognitive kaleidoscope as mere noise. Yet, in the quest for creativity, this randomness can be more of a treasure trove than a distraction. Enter the realm of the default network, the cerebral engine that purrs softly when your mind isn't shackled to a single task. This network weaves its way through different brain regions, orchestrating a symphony of neurons that often gives rise to brilliance. Here's the revelation. Channel scatter focus to weave unexpected links between disparate information. Imagine your brain as an inquisitive detective, never fully switching off, always turning over the incomplete puzzles in your life. This is the essence of the Zeigarnik effect. Unfinished tasks linger in your thoughts, coaxing your neurons to unfurl solutions, often when you least expect it. Consider the tale of Archimedes and his eureka moment. It was the good-natured dance between his lingering problem and a chance observation that ushered in a groundbreaking discovery. This interplay is your creative ally, and scatter focus aligns perfectly with it, facilitating the cross-pollination of ideas. To plant the seeds for these happy accidents of intellect, start by recording your conundrums. A problem sketched on paper is a problem half solved. It embeds itself in your consciousness. As you journey through your day, every new encounter has the potential to illuminate a solution, to create connections where none seem to exist. Routinely browse your list of unresolved puzzles. Let them simmer on the back burner of your mind. Soon, you may find that, like Archimedes, the mundane acts and random sparks of daily life strike the flint of inspiration, igniting the flame of ingenuity nestled within the seemingly unconnected chaos of scatterfocus. Part 6. Feed your mind's creativity with a healthy diet of diverse ideas. Scatterfocus illuminates your mind's ability to forge new paths, connecting the most unassuming of dots to generate fresh insights. It's the puzzle pieces from daily life, fitting together in novel ways, that awaken unexpected solutions. But before you can begin this cerebral choreography of idea synthesis, you must first gather a rich tapestry of thoughts, observations, and knowledge. The insight here is crystal clear. Cultivate a fertile mind by being selective with what you feed it. Think of your brain's memory as an expansive library with boundless shelves, ready to house every book, image, or snippet of information you encounter. Yet, the librarian of this vast repository, your attention, is not as omnipotent. The books it can read and archive in any given day are finite, which means every bit of information you consume must pass a discerning eye. To enrich your intellect, delve into the reservoirs of knowledge within your sphere of interest. For someone etching their mark in the architectural world, this could involve immersing oneself in the stories, masterpieces, and methodologies of the luminaries who laid the foundations of the field. Yet, don't fall into the trap of tunnel vision. The alchemy of scatter focus thrives upon diversity, mixing ideas across a spectrum of domains. And so, seek out premium informational nourishment, the sort that adds depth and flavor to your thinking. Rather than idly surfing television channels or losing hours in social media's endless scroll, lean towards weightier forms of cognitive sustenance. Biographies that lay bare the lives of pioneers, or online courses that challenge and expand your understanding, are worthy morsels for your mental diet. When faced with a choice of what to consume, view each option as an applicant, vying for the attentional vacancy in your mind. If that latest Netflix series could plead its case, how would it hold up against the earnest appeal of an expertly crafted documentary? In the pursuit of a diet rich in ideas and knowledge, the same principles apply as when choosing the food that sustains your body. Opt for wholesomeness and variety. Strive for a balanced intake that transcends mere entertainment to truly elevate and enliven your scatterfocus capabilities. Final summary. As we journey through the intricacies of managing our attention, two invaluable strategies emerge from the fog of perpetual distraction to guide us: hyperfocus and scatterfocus. Embracing hyperfocus is like training a spotlight on your most meaningful tasks. This intense concentration requires a clean slate, free of distractions, keen self-awareness, and the mettle to guide wandering thoughts back to center stage. It's a discipline, one that requires you to audit your environment, stripping it of potential thieves of attention, and channeling your energies towards the chosen pursuit. Yet, concentration is only one half of the cognitive coin. Its complement lies in the liberated drift of scatterfocus, which is the art of mental sauntering. This technique gifts you the freedom to draw upon the rich tapestry of your experiences and knowledge, allowing for spontaneous connections and creative solutions to bubble to the surface. To nourish this creative ferment, be conscientious about the intellectual fare you consume. Enrich your cache of thoughts with quality materials that stretch your faculties and invite your mind to weave them into novel constellations of insight. In summary, armed with the dual tools of hyperfocus for laser-like precision on immediate tasks and scatterfocus for addressing complex creative challenges, you stand well equipped to navigate through the labyrinth of modern life's demands with grace and ingenuity. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.